Today we're going to be working on another serving board project. So I've got this piece of walnut here and a straight edge setup. I'm using a light behind it to show me where all the high and low spots are on this board. We'll flatten one side of it, or at least get it close, and then put it up on the CNC and then use that for the rest of the leveling. And get it flattened with the RC2255 flattening bit. This guy did a great job and gave me a really nice flat surface to work with. So now that all of the flattening is done, we can go ahead and do a test profile. I've got an 1/8 inch bit set up here, and we're going to run around just to make sure that I have everything placed correctly. The bit was only set to cut 1/32 of an inch just in case there were any mistakes, but really happy with the way that this came out. The profile looks absolutely beautiful and works perfect with the slab. The ToolsToday team did a great job coming up with the design of this board. Absolutely love the profile of it. So here we are with a 30-degree V-bit, carving in some names into the board and getting that all cleaned up with the second pass on the Vectric software. It works super well and a beautifully clean cut. So I'm using a 1/2 inch down cut bit here to cut out the pocket on the handle. It'll go twice as fast as the 1/4 inch, so I figured that would be the best use of time, and it left a perfectly clean pocket there. So then we use the point roundover bit. This is a 1/4 inch point roundover. I actually used it over the whole profile, but here it is on the handle. I just thought that was a really cool shot to see it rounding everything over. So it left a beautifully clean cut. So now we need to actually cut the profile out here. We got a 1/4 inch down cut bit, and that does a great job and leaves a nice smooth surface throughout the entire board. Really left no cleanup work needed at all, which is really nice to see. So this is a little bit of the slow-mo action of that bit. It's kind of cool. It sounds like a helicopter, at least that's what I think it sounds like. But after that was done, we can go ahead and get all of the tabs cut. I'm just using a little multi-tool here, and we have the board pulled out. So now I need to create a roundover on the bottom side to match the top side. So I got a 1/4 inch roundover Intech Carbide insert bit, and that did a great job, gave me a nice smooth cut over some pretty difficult grain. So now it's time to go ahead and fill the carve with some epoxy. I'm using Total Boat here and some Caribbean blue black diamond pigments to give it a nice blue color. Really like the way that this color looks. So we're filling the text in. There's also a few cracks in the board that we're going to go ahead and get filled up with the epoxy. So let it set basically overnight, and after that it was ready to go ahead and get sanded off. So here I'm using a Festool Rotex. I started out with about 120 grit on that. But it removes the epoxy super quick, and then we moved up to 150 for the final sanding with this, and then moved on to the ETS 150. It just provides a bit of a finer finish with the sanding. I also used a Gator micro zip, and that did a great job helping me round over all the corners by hand. I also popped the grain with some water, and then we sanded with some 220 to finish things out. So now we have the board ready to go and just need to put a brand on it. And a little bit of water there helps out with preventing any scorch marks. Follow it up with a little bit of 220 and you have an absolutely beautiful brand. So then we can move on to the finishing process. I'm using walrus oil here. Go-to finish for projects like these that need to be food safe. So you pretty much wipe it on, and then after 24 hours you go ahead and buff it off to a nice matte finish. It shows off the grain of the wood absolutely beautifully and just enhances the natural beauty of that. So with that, we have a finished project. Definitely let us know what you guys think about this one down in the comments. I'm super happy with the way that this one turned out and would love to hear what you guys think.